Color guard advance to the colors. Scout salute. Color guard post the colors. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance of the United States. To the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Scout attention. Scout sign. Please join me in receipt in the Scout oath and law. On my honor.
I will do my best to do my duty to honor my country and obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Scout is
Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, lean, and reverent.
2. Please be seated. Color guard dismissed.
How about now?
Yes.
For better or worse. Scouts, Scouters, and friends of scouting, my name is Jeff McCardle. I'm the current Scoutmaster of Troop 375. I have the privilege to be among many of the Scoutmasters from 375 in years past. On behalf of Troop 375, I'd like to welcome you to this Eagle Court of Honor. It's an occasion for pride and joy, as well as a time for serious reflection. The Eagle Award is the highest and most coveted rank in Scouting, the last major step in the advancement program. Less than 4 out of 100 Scouts in the United States reach the Eagle rank. The wearer of the Eagle Award is the epitome of Scouting's best efforts and beliefs. Today we have the pleasure of seeing Antony join the company of Eagle Scouts, including 40 previous awardees of Troop 375. Before we begin the ceremony, I want to ask John Swatolsky to come forward and provide the invocation.
God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as family, friends, leaders, and fellow scouts on this significant day in the life of Antony. Today is a celebration of a journey full of challenges, friendship, struggles, and occasionally some fun. Today we think of all the merit badges earned along the way, the oaths committed to, the character developed, and the service to our community. So we ask for your blessing for Antony, his family who supported him, and his fellow scouts who helped him along the way. Bless the scout leaders of Troop 375 and all of those who are here today, or in spirit. Amen.
Hello, I'm Matt Siegman, currently an Assistant Scoutmaster with Troop 375. I was the Cubmaster and Scoutmaster for the majority of Antony's scouting journey. Scouting is no doubt one of the greatest organizations in the world that foster the ideals of citizenship. It is little wonder then that so many of our nation's greatest leaders had some of their earliest leadership experiences in scouting. The total development from childhood to adulthood depends on physical, mental, and moral growth expressed in the Scout Law and Scout Oath. Let us now reflect on the Trail of the Eagle. Will the Scouts asked to assist with the reading in the Trail of the Eagle please come forward? Get front and center, right where you need it.
I am a scout. My badge represents the International Brotherhood of Scouting, which I have joined.
I am the tenderfoot. My 3 points stand for 3 parts of Scout Oath. You may find me on the Mariner's Compass, forever pointing the way of the North Star, and a safe journey in life. On my face are 2 stars representing the truth and knowledge, and a shield which is the emblem of a nation molded together in justice and equal to guard freedom of my land.
I am the second class. The ends of my scroll are turned up in the willing smile of the scout. On my face is the motto, be prepared, and suspended from me is the knot, tied there to remind the slogan of Boy Scouts of America, do a good turn daily.
I'm the first class scout. I was tenderfoot, and I laid a course by the stars of truth and knowledge, and I girded myself with the righteousness of justice and freedom. I added a smile that I might be a friend to all and bound myself together with a knot of duty to others.
I'm the star. Now that I can stand alone, I've earned the right to improve on my own. To me, it goes the honor of choosing my field. Before me lies a horizon of endless opportunity.
I'm the light. I've shown the world that scouting is in my heart. I've mastered knowledge of subjects that will benefit not only myself, but my country and my fellow men. I'm ready to reach for my wings to fly.
Eagle. To become an Eagle Scout, a scout must earn a minimum of 21 merit badges, including 12 that are required. They must serve actively in a troop leadership position for a period of 6 months after achieving the rank of Life Scout. While a Life Scout, they must plan, develop, and carry out a leadership service project helpful to a religious institution, school, or community in a manner worthy of an Eagle Scout. They must demonstrate through the testimony of character, references, and otherwise that he or she lives by the principles of the Scout Oath and law in their daily life. Finally, they must appear before a board of review. The Eagle candidate we honor today has successfully completed all of these tasks.
Thank you, Scouts. You may return to your seats. I'd like to now introduce our Troop Advancement Chair, Christine Campbell.
Good afternoon. I'm Christine Campbell, and I am the Troop 75 Advancement Chair. By the authority vested in me by the National Council of Scouting America, I now declare this full court of honor to be duly convened for the sole purpose of presenting the Eagle Award to Antony Manuilov.
The Trail to Eagle is a reflection on the unique path that this scout took to be here today. Some highlights of Antony's path to this accomplishment include: Antony began his scouting career as a Bear Scout in 3rd grade. He crossed over and earned Scout rank in 2017. He earned Tenderfoot in 2nd class in 2018. He earned 1st class in 2019. He became a Star Scout in 2022. And he became a Life Scout in 2023, along with finishing up his Eagle project and Eagle application at that time. He has served as Chaplain's Aide, Assistant Patrol Leader to the Gator Patrol, Patrol Leader for the Phoenix Patrol, Assistant Patrol Leader, and Senior Patrol Leader, as well as the OA Advisor. He has completed over 100 nights of camping. He has earned over 30 merit badges, which I'm sure swimming was high up there as far as one of your biggest accomplishments. He was elected to the Order of the Arrow in 2021. He has participated in 5 summer backpacking trips, hiking close to over 200 miles on them. Was a member of various successful Aquacade and Klondike Derby teams for Troop 375. He has also been a staff member at Seven Mountain Scout Camp for the last 2 summers. And to think about it, Anthony, it all started way back when, where you asked Eden and Todd, why couldn't you play on Thursday nights? And that was because that's when the Cub Scout meetings took place. So it was a matter of just kind of, joining in, going to the meetings. It was a couple years later when I realized like this was a good fit for you. That was that summer camp, Weeklos camp, if I remember right, 5th grade. Where all week long you were asking Mr. Brown and myself, can I buy that knife? Can I buy that knife? And it wasn't just a little pocket knife, it was like the biggest one possible that they had at the scout shop there. And all week long we're like, wait till your mom comes, that's her decision. We were kind of fast and buck a little bit, but on family night, I think Olga came, and little did we know, Anthony came back to camp and said, look what I got. And he proceeded over the next 2 days to prepare for either a zombie apocalypse or vampires, because I think we had about 25 stakes just sharpened in the pointed sticks out of all around camp, including the one that you put through a little hole and kind of made a necklace that you kind of had around your neck there. So definitely a good fit from the get-go. But as you've seen in many of the pictures here, Antony always has a smile on his face. He brings such a positive attitude to the mix, definitely raises the spirits of everyone else. So it's been great to have them as part of this group, over the years. And for those that have been able to partake in some of the backpacking trips that Antony was on, you probably remember the nightly tradition of hanging up the bear bag. That definitely got a lot of attention from everyone. This was something where I think every night, it was about 20, 30 minutes, all the scouts would gather around after setting up camp, where you'd be, trying to, throw the bear bag, the rope kind of over a secured branch and be able to hang. Everything from, I think the bear bag went off the rope one time, a branch or the tree falling down because it was a weak branch, multiple throws. It was definitely a show and definitely entertainment for those that were there. And I think one time you kind of went off by yourself, no one was around, no one saw you, and you threw it up on the very first throw. And I think you were very proud until you turned to Mr. Bradbury and he was like, well, that's nice, Antony, but I don't think Mr. Sequin's going to appreciate it's 10 feet away from his tent. So, definitely going to be something that Antony. But congratulations on making this official. I know it's been a long time coming, and I'm glad we're finally able to, all join a special occasion for you. Now, a lot of people will say in scouting that, this individual benefited from scouting, from their youth and kind of growing up. And although that is true for Antony, I would also like to say that I think scouting has benefited from him being part of the program. So thank you, Antony, and congratulations again. At this time, I'd like to now introduce Mr. David Welsh, who has come to know Antony through his work at the Naked Egg Cafe. David is an Eagle Scout from 2014 from Troop 32, located in State College, and he will now administer the Eagle Scout pledge.
Our Eagle Scout candidate will now take the Eagle Scout pledge. As the candidate takes this pledge for the first time, will those Eagle Scouts who are present in the audience please come forward and reaffirm their pledge? Will each of you please give the Scout sign and repeat after me in unison? On my honor, I will do my best.
On my honor, I will do my best.
To do my duty to God.
To do my duty to God.
On my honor, I will do my best.
On my honor, I will do my best.
To do my duty to my country.
To do my duty to my country.
I reaffirm my allegiance.
Reaffirm my allegiance.
To the three promises of the Scout Oath.
To the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself.
The obligations and responsibilities.
The obligations and responsibilities.
Of the rank of Eagle Scout.
Of the rank of Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best.
On my honor, I will do my best.
To make my training an example.
To make my training an example.
And make my rank an influence.
And make my rank an influence.
Strongly count for better scouting.
Strongly count for better scouting.
And for better citizenship.
And for better citizenship.
In my troop.
In my troop.
In my community.
In my community.
And in my contact with other people.
And in my contact with other people.
Regardless of race, color, or creed.
Regardless of race, color, or creed.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
All Eagle Scouts present, please share your name, your Eagle Scout year, and the troop of which you are Eagle.
John Kowalski, Troop 8, Cuba, New York, 1974.
No. Me too. So.
Mitchell McCardle, November 2021.
Allison McCardle, August 2023, 375.
Eli Martin, Troop 66, 2024.
Ross Fogelman, maybe like February 2022, 106.
Harrison Mumon, Troop 124, October 2023.
Kyle Campbell, is only 23, Troop 375.
Jonathan Call, 2019, Troop 375.
Justin Barris, 1993, Troop 64.
Andrew Richards, 1984, Troop 1549, Fairfax, Virginia.
Bud Fogelman, 1985, Troop 65.
By repeating the Eagle Scout pledge before your fellow members, you have become an Eagle Scout. Though the words used just now are similar to those by which you joined Scouting, today they mean more than they ever could have meant at that time or any time in the past. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, using the same words which are found at the end of the Declaration of Independence, you sealed your eternal loyalty to the oath of the Eagle Scout. May the oath you have taken remain true in your heart. The Eagle Scouts from the audience may now be seated.
At this time, I'd like to ask Troop 375's Advancement Chair, Christine Gamble, to come forward again to officially present the Eagle Awards. No one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice and helplessness or helpfulness from your mothers which have helped lead us to this day. She has stood by you over the years and has offered considerable support and assistance. As a symbol of what your mother made possible, the board now asks Antony to present his mother a miniature eagle pin. Father stood by you over the years and offered encouragement and assistance. As a symbol of what he has contributed to your attainment of this award, the board now asks Antony to present David with an eagle pin.
Antony, by the authority vested in me by the National Court of Honor of Scouts PSA, it is my privilege to pronounce you an Eagle Scout, and it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present you the Eagle Scout Award, which I will ask your mother to hand over your heart. And just to note, we have also one Eagle Palm because Antony earned 30 merit badges, which exceeded his required 21.
Parents may now be seated. At this time, the board invites our new Eagle Scout Antony to present his mentor pins and make any remarks he would like to share about his scouting journey.
All right. I'll make it quick. This is it's a ceremony to celebrate Eagle Scout, which I happen to be in place of, but really, I think it's a ceremony to celebrate everybody who was able to make this possible. So my first thank you is to everybody who is able to be part of the journey that I went on and is still going on, continuing. I would like to thank Mr. Switalski. If you may please come up, I may present this mentor pin. How's that? Yes, perfect. please come up. So, Ms. Gamble and one other person I'll also mention, they're both human. Ms. Gamble, during the time of my Eagle Scout ceremony, her and one other individual were very helpful in helping me manage the project and making sure that I had everything. So I present this to you. Thank you very much. Make sure that the project actually got it. As I will deem appropriate, the next pin, the person who also helped me manage my career is not able to attend tonight, but he might be on live stream. So, Mr. Greer, this mentor pins for you. I want to thank you being my project coach and really being close to me during that time that everything was also settled for the project. I'll look it up. Now, before I finish, there are many things I could say. Now, one of my best friends, who is Mr. Matt's son, cannot be here. He's in college in Kobe University in the middle of Maine. So it's like the State College of Maine. It's smack dab in the middle of nowhere. I believe that was one of the first friends and the realest friends I've ever had. I'm the youngest in the family, so I don't have any brothers, and I don't have any older brothers or youngers, but I would have to say that Todd Seekman is the closest thing that I have to a brother. So I would like to thank Todd, even though you're not here. You might be watching on the live stream right now. Thank you for, despite our different creeds and everything different about us, thank you for walking beside me as we trailblazed our scouting journey. With that, I conclude my remarks. Thank you.
Okay. Next, we have the presentation of the Eagle neckerchief slide and campaign hat. Kyle, Allison, Mitchell, if you come up. Antony, on behalf of the Scouts, adult leaders, and committee members of Troop 375, it is our pleasure to present you the Eagle Scout neckerchief slide, and campaign hat. Thanks. Presentation of the K-bar knife, which is another tradition made possible by many leathernecks. Mr. Watkins is a Marine veteran and family friend who has known Antony since his youth.
Antony, on behalf of the United States Marine Corps and local Navy Leathernecks, it is my honor and privilege to present you with this United States Marine Corps K-bar knife. Inscribed on the blade, Antony Manuilov, Troop 375. December 18th, 2023. Congratulations.
recommend using that for all the short meetings, so it sticks. So. So now I'd like to present kind of an introduction of a new tradition that Antony was able to find. So this is the Legend of the Rose, which is a recognition that Antony would like to present to his mother. So we'll begin. Throughout Scouting's history, the rose has been associated with the presentation of the eagle. The path of a youth from scout to eagle is long and oftentimes hard. They do not travel the trail to eagle alone. Many people have been involved with Antony during this process. There is one person in particular that is honored in addition to the Eagle Scout. That person is their mother. From the first overnight camp out to the pinning on his eagle, Olga has shared the adventures of scouting with her son in a special way. With their guidance and encouragement, she has helped her son achieve a goal many fail to reach. She has watched her son mature from a young boy to a young man with a purpose to his life. She has been there to share his excitement of camping and hiking with his fellow scouts. She has washed load after load of dirty clothes brought home from camping trips. Most important of all, she has been there for her son when the going got rough and spirits low, as only a mother can. Her love has been an important ingredient in her son's achievement. We honor her today with a presentation of 7 red roses, each rose a symbol of rank in the 7 ranks of scouting. Antony would also like to provide roses to his 2 sisters, who have been very involved during his scouting journey as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Scouts and Scouters, I now present to you Eagle Scout Antony Manuilov. Please come forward once again to officially close out the Eagle Scout Board of Honor ceremony.
I now declare this Eagle Scout Board of Honor closed.
Noah Sojak, please come forward. You're up once again.
Color guard. Color guard. Retire the colors. Scout salute.
And Antony, we'd now like to provide the honor of leading the closing of the Scout Vespers.
Would everybody please rise for the joining of Scout Vespers? If you don't know, just follow along.
Softly falls the light of day, as our campfire fades away. Silently each scout should ask, have I done my daily task? Have I kept my honor bright? And the succeed mine? Have I done and everything to be prepared?
May the great Scoutmaster be with us until we meet again. All right. That concludes the ceremony. There is reception down the hall. Now, there are 2 rooms that we have access to, so we'll kind of be all over the place. But please feel free, get whatever you'd like. There is a special dish called plov. It's a little bit ethnic, but it's something I've eaten all my life, so I can tell you it's really good and you should try it. There are some other things. Yeah, it's rice, chicken, thyme. It's got carrots, onions in it too. We have that. We have some salads and dessert. If you are in a rush somewhere, please grab a plate and put another on top and take it with you. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, court dismissed.